I just watched one of Hawk Podcast's latest videos. And I feel I should be in mourning. I should be wearing colour. No, I should be in black. Well, he uploaded a podcast for which video he called or titled, Nobody is Coming to Save Us. I feel I want to slip my wrists, I tell you. But you know what's really scary? It's the fact that I can't disagree with anything he was saying. Nobody is coming to save you. The Constitution's not going to save you. Not while you've got a bought and paid for Supreme Court. Local courts, district courts, petticoat courts, they're all doing the right thing. But the Supreme Courts, well, they're just giving Donald Trump total power over you. Yes, you. Now, I know you can say we're going to protest. We will protest more, we will. There won't be 12 and 13 million people. There'll be 20 million people protesting. There'll be 30 million, it don't make any difference. They don't care. They don't care. Now, the protests are great, don't get me wrong. But they are a tool. They are the ultimate distraction. It keeps the coppers busy. While you're doing something else, or you have a team doing something else, you need to get organised. Now! If it isn't already too late. Now, the Supreme Court just ruled that Birthright Citizenship, it stands for now. The bill against it. Not Birthright Citizenship, but the bill against it. That just throws absolutely everything up in the air. Does that apply to just newborns from a certain day? Or is it absolutely everybody that they are going to use this so they can revoke birthright citizenship? I think the latter. In fact, I know the latter. I suppose it's one way for old Stephen Miller, the penis head. Well, it's going to allow him to get his 3,000 deportations a day, won't it? So yeah, old Tom Homan and cosplay Christine Holmes with a plastered face. I don't know what is going on there, but anyway, she looks like a bad concreting job. She does. They'll be happy. Keeps them busy. Keeps a little ICE Gestapo busy. Their militia. They're bounty hunters. And also the copycat ICE as well. Yeah, just so they can, rape female women and what have you. Well, that's going on in the ICE detention centres, so why not on the streets as well? Grab them by the pussy. That's what Trump would say. But they're not coming to save you. The only people who can save you is you. The ironic thing is that it's not just those who stand against Trump. Everybody's at risk, including MAGA. They'll come and get them as well. And they have been. It's extremely worrying. I'm a British citizen living in France, and I look on what's going on, and I can see these traits bleeding over, these ideas, bleeding over into Europe. We have our right-wing nut jobs and our right-wing parties. Look where it's heading. In the UK, for instance, Rod Stewart He said the other day, well, the British public, they need to give Nigel Farage a try. That they do. No, thank you. He's incompetent. He has similar ideals to Donald Trump. He's another little vector Nazi, that he is. Will the UK fall like the United States has? Because believe me, it's fallen. It might not be completed yet, but it will be. Because nobody is coming to save you. I agree with Hawk. I do. From Hawk Podcasts. I can see why he's worried. He's concerned. He's watching everything that's going on, and the people we walk amongst, the things that are coming out of their mouths. They're happy to see people literally just taken off the streets. They're happy to see old age pensioners in their little electric carts with the wrists tie wrapped. They're happy to see Canadian citizens die in a detention centre. I think there's 70-odd Canadians have been detained so far. Canada, for Christ's sake. But if you are going to do anything, you need to do it now. You really do, you see. Because if you don't, the end is nigh. The end is nigh. Oh, I don't know how I can joke about it, because it's not funny. The economy is absolutely dismantling itself. And the trigger is Donald Trump and his tariffs and, well, no business, no country has an idea what's happening next. He signed a deal and tomorrow he's come up with something else to hit you with. There's never a deal with Donny. There's no deals with the United States anymore. And I said that yesterday in a previous video. There isn't. And it is deeply concerning. Because these ideas, this method, swamp the zone. Everything is being destroyed so fucking quickly. So rapidly. The destruction and dismantling of the United States. That is, well, it's their trick. And Steve Bannon, he said it himself. Flood the zone, he said. They won't better keep up. And they haven't been. When it goes to the courts, it just causes a delay. Meanwhile, Donald Trump gets a temporary exclusion and it just carries on doing what they're doing. The Supreme Courts are not going to save you. The Constitution, well, it's only as good as the jurisdiction to protect it. So you need to use your protests as that distraction. You need to do clandestine protests. Kind of like an attack, really, I suppose. And hit the people that it will really hurt. The billionaires. Those that are funding Donald Trump. At the moment, you look afraid. You look too scared. But that is now. What happens in another 6 months' time when they are going to be knocking on your door for something that you wrote on social media? It won't matter if you're an American citizen. You're a dissenting voice. They'll have you. And that's where they're heading with this. Total control of everybody. Total control. If you ain't with us, you're against us. Now, Hawkins' podcast, he said, what are you trying to save? What are you trying to save? Because currently, that ain't looking very good. Because it's deeper than just the Supreme Courts and a lack of a functioning constitution. It's the people. Those stupid feckin' idiots and their little red hats. With their automatic homepage, which is like, I don't know, Donald Trump's either his Truth Social or his merch store. These people are just crazy. They're not on your side. So what are you trying to save? Yourself? Because it's not going to work, you know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I believe you're heading for a civil war because there will be a crunch point. There will be a crunch point and shit will hit the fans. Never mind Capitol House. That'll be the bloody White House. There'll be you against them. And you would hope that the military would, stand up for the Constitution. After all, that's who they pledged their allegiance to, or what they pledged allegiance to uphold the Constitution. Not one man, Donald Trump. See, that'll be the next thing. And they're already looking into changing the Constitution. Ask Ron DeSantis, he knows. But you need to stop using social media. You need to be careful on how you're communicating with each other if you're organising your protests and what have you, because you are a dissenting voice and they'll be coming directly for you. This is just a warning. If you can't see the writing on the wall, I can't help you. Did you think in January it was going to get this bad? Did you think it was going to be like it was last Trump term, when it was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as this? What are you going to do? A national strike? Are you going to get out like many those who happen to have a bit of flipping common sense? Or a brain, they're educated, they're leaving a brain drain. People are leaving the United States to go to other countries to work. Very smart, very clever people. A lot of them are going to Canada, for instance. Elbows up. But they are. Now, you got your crazies in Canada, but not like this lot. We've got our crazies in the United Kingdom. Yeah, they are a bit like that lot. Yeah. Maybe not quite as bad. So what are you trying to save? Is it worth saving? Or should you just get out? If you can. Some people just can't. For Christ's sake, you can't rely on the fucking Democrats. They could do nothing for you. There's a resolution to impeach Donald Trump last week. And even Pelosi voted against it. These people are all complicit. There's very few people in the Democrat Party that is actually trying to defend the Constitution. Trying to defend you. You can actually see what is going on. Bernie Sanders has been warning you for God knows how many years. 20 odd years plus. He's been warning you the direction of travel. Where the billionaires are literally taking over the United States. And you're allowed to have it. You still buy their shit. Use their services. I apologise if you think I'm attacking you. I'm not. I just want you to wake up. Just want people to wake up. These bastards need to know. They need to be taught a lesson. The French knew how to do it. That they did. Because that's what I forget them for. And a lot of people will die. On both sides. A lot of people will die. But let's be honest. This big, beautiful bill is going to get through. With almost $1 trillion in cuts to Medicaid, let alone Medicare and all that as well, and what's going to be happening to the veterans and veteran care. For Christ's sake, they got rid of the hotline for veterans who suffer with mental health. Suicidal veterans. They got rid of it. And Canada steps up to the mark and says, okay then, if they're not going to do it for you, we are. We'll provide you a hotline. Here it is. Use ours. And Canada. Chalk and cheese. That's how different they are. The Canadian people are like... And those who support Donald Trump are like... The booby prize. Because that's what you got. I know this video's got a bit long, but it's just... I don't know what to say, to be honest, because if they don't let you go out tomorrow and start causing some shit, I mean serious shit, that actually makes a difference, you're done for. I'm sorry, but you are, and I feel so worried for those who didn't vote for this stuff, not so much those who did. Don't get me wrong, there are some simple people out there who know no better. But also there's some people out there who clearly know no better, but also evil feckin' bastards. They really are. Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here if you aren't going to stand up? Are you going to submit to Donald Trump? Are you going to drop on your knee? Are you going to suck on his old chocolate starfish as well? Because that's what he expects from you. He said it when he was asked about Kim Jong Un in North Korea. Said that the people that respect him, they get down on their knee for him. And that's what... They stand up to attention. That's what I want from my people, he said. Are you his people? The writing's been on the wall for such a long, long time. He told you, again and again and again, what the score was. For Christ's sake, we've seen this before. You know, you gain the support of a group of people. Hitler went how he did, didn't he? You know, murder through black people at the time, and then he turned on the Jews. That was just a test. This is just a test. And he's winning. Not just a little bit, but a big feckin' bit. Even Einstein knew that it was time to get out. And he took sanctuary in the United States, didn't he? Or was it the UK? I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember anyway. Losing my mind here. Anyway, what do you think? I'd like to know your point of view on this. And I know that some people are willing to stand up against it. I know you're doing your protests. Carry on with it. It's better than nothing. But is it going to stop this? Is in 17 months' time, whenever it is, when you have your elections, it's going to be nothing. Still ain't going to change anything. the Supreme Court is bought. Nothing's going to change. So electing 3 more Democrats is not going to cut the mustard. That is not. Anyway, please, you tell me what you think. Because I do read the comments and that. But you've really got to do something. I can't tell you what to do. I can't say, go out there and cause some kind of, what's it? I can't say it on it, but you know what I mean. Something has to happen. And if you don't stand up to them, well then, the only thing you have got is to submit. Is to fall on your knee. And the women, well, that's handmaid's tale for you, isn't it? You know, you'll just be child bearers, and if you're not, well, my shoes are. But anyway, if you can boop the old like button, I've cheered you up. I know it's a long video, but I do apologise, but I'm just blurting. Because I don't really plan these videos, it just comes out of my head. So if I have made any errors, please tell me. Please tell me. And if you want sports, you can do that on Patreon. All the super thanks and memberships and stuff like that. I say Patreon. And the links are down below. It is really appreciated, it really is. Because I couldn't do this channel without your support. And we're also doing a rewilding in France, so it's something positive that we're doing. We're basically planting a shitload of trees, loads and loads and loads, 1,000+ trees. But it isn't just about the trees, it's about the habitats for the animals. So lots of bird boxes I'm making. I'm a woodworker, you see. Lots of bird boxes and other animal habitats. Feed them, we're planting shitloads of stuff for the birds. I've planted shitloads of sunflowers and berries, you name it. And it's, you know, some of it, we'll have, but most of it is taken by the birds. It's kind of our goal. Create a bit of a sanctuary for the little animals, you know. At least that's something positive. Anyway, toodaloo. Don't forget, comment down below. Oh, I feel I need to lay down.